What's up, Astroheads, and thank you for tuning in to my Ride With Me series. Today is all about Capricorn. So I have the beautiful Miss Varsi in the car with me today, and we're just going to go over some most common Capricorn stereotypes, confirm if they in fact match a Capricorn person, probably give some additional insight. Y'all know the format by now. If we're a Capricorn, y'all know how it works. So you ready to get started?
I'm ready.
All right, so the Capricorn zodiac sign. These are the architects, the strategists. These people are very, very ambitious, dependable, they're loyal. So jumping right into the first, confirm or deny, Capricorn people are very disciplined, very loyal. They will go to the ends of the earth for someone that they love. So they're very dependable people. So would you say that that fits you?
Yes, I agree. Very loyal people. It takes a lot to get there though. Like you have to earn it. But once you're there, it's loyal forever.
Right. So they're like your, and would you say, because they're also the most like level-headed sign, so in a pinch they're gonna know what to do from here. So would you say that? So if you're in the vicinity, of someone like that who's very loyal, I think that would be a great position to be in. So would you say in a pinch, or you just very level-headed type individual?
Capricorns are strategists, so they're gonna come up with solutions. They're problem solvers. So they're gonna think about the worst possible thing that could happen, and then the best possible outcome, and then everything in between. Everything.
Right. Right. And so one thing you mentioned was it takes a while to get there, because I said that they're very loyal. They'll go to the ends of the earth for someone that they love. Capricorn people, they said they tend to come off cold, or they don't think that Capricorn people are loving, because I'm guessing you have to get through that coldness, for them to trust you, I guess, to open up to that.
Yeah.
So is that true?
That is true. Capricorn first impressions are very like, like, they stuck up. You don't want to talk to them. They don't ever want to say nothing. They shy or something like that. But it's really just like reading the room. Like, we don't really open up a lot to people at first. So you have to keep showing up, keep getting to know you. So we're more like taking inventory of you before we say our business to anybody. So
that's good.
Yeah, we're gonna be scoping you out first.
So you're scoping them out first. So it's more so, that person needs to stay persistent. If they want to get to know the real you, if they want to get to know the warmth that's inside of Capricorn, you need to stay persistent and be about whatever it is you're saying you're about.
Yeah, because we're going to be taking notes too. So if you say something the first time we meet and it doesn't match up the next time we meet, you're going to be like, oh, okay. Got you.
And that goes for friends and relationships. Okay, that's good. So stay persistent. Capricorns are warm at heart, but you have to stay down for it to get to the inside.
You probably have to open yourself up first,
right, before they feel comfortable.
Not a lot though.
Not too much to scare them off.
We don't like a lot of extra.
Okay,
but if you try, then we'll meet you.
Okay, that's good. So even piggybacking off of that, what about the strategist about everything, and so when you decide something, they said that Capricorns tend to think of strategy first and emotion second. So even choosing the partner that you want to be with, you're buying a house or whatever job or whatever it is that you're putting your time and energy into, you kind of look at the benefit of it, or where do I see this in 10 years going, before you jump to the emotion part.
Yes, And sometimes the emotion is like all the way left out. For me, I don't know about everybody else.
Right.
But for me, like I can have a full strategy in place. Like I'm gonna do A, B, and C.
Okay.
And then once I get to like the B area, and then I realize, oh, I have to feel a way about this. I have to put somebody else's feelings into it too.
Okay.
So I'll adjust, but you know, sometimes you don't get all of that.
You gotta get that strategy. It gotta be planned out.
We're gonna go to the most logical thing first.
Yeah.
And then you can adjust your feelings accordingly.
Right.
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, would you say a Capricorn person could be in a relationship with someone solely based on strategy and not have any emotion to them, or you do have to have that love? Like, do you know? Or have you, is that your experience? I guess I would say.
It's a toss. It's okay. So,
Right.
they can be a part of a strategy, but more than likely a Capricorn would know that, like, automatically. They'll know like what part of our life you can fit into. Like if you're the type of person that just meets you in a relationship and like the warning bells are going off, I'll be like, well, I'm not gonna take you seriously, but like we can hang out.
We can hang out. Okay.
Get too much on my nerves.
Okay.
But more than likely you're gonna know because I'm not gonna show any extra emotion. There's not gonna be any like extra feelings outwardly towards you. You're just gonna be there.
Yeah.
And you know, that's just how it is.
Whatever position you put them in, that's where they're staying.
And more than likely you're gonna stay there for a long time. Like you're probably never gonna get out once I get that.
Once you've decided.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once I decided, it's pretty much locked in.
Okay.
Or you have to work like really hard to change it.
Okay. And so what about Capricorns, I heard, are known to
Sounds bad though.
No, I mean it's good, and this is the thing, it's just for everybody to get an understanding of everybody's characteristics. Or if you're put off by someone or not put off by someone and you know, hey, we gel because it is, or I don't like them because it is, but here's the behind the scenes reason. You may see that, but let me tell you why. You know, it may be reasons to why people do certain things. So that's why I like, you know, the signs and wanting people to see if they fit, you know, certain characteristics, and then give insight. Okay, this is why I'm this way. This is kind of the life path that I've had. So, you know, just stuff like that.
You're a lot on paper.
Yeah. So, as far as relationships or even friendships, just period, I hear that Capricorns are known to be extreme grudge holders. Like if they've been hurt, they'll hold a grudge, and then they may even seek vengeance, I guess, depending on what it is. Have you found that to be true, especially if someone's broken down through that layer of I'm not cold anymore, I'm your best friend, or I'm your lover, and then they hurt you? Have you experienced that or held grudges?
Well, absolutely. 100%. Like,
okay.
Capricorns remember everything. And for Capricorns, usually they probably get tired of saying it. So like if I say it one time and it's not changed, probably say it again. But other than that, like, we're just gonna log that in, and we're not gonna forget that ever.
Okay.
Ever. Even the details around everything.
Okay.
Like, probably down to like what you were wearing, just in case that pops up in another scenario.
Right.
So like, yeah, Capricorns hold grudges a lot. Well, I don't think I'll be the type to act on it outside of just like cutting you off.
Okay.
Like, like I never knew you. Okay. Ever. But like,
so I guess to have people understand that energy, or to know, hey, once you know, broken my trust, friendship or relationship, and I'm kind of at that point to where for you, I'm cutting you off. What should they do in that scenario? I guess if they wanted to remain in your good graces, or even get your friendship back, get your relationship back, what would you need as a Capricorn for them to do? Or are they just, you out of luck at that point? Or what do you think?
It depends on the person and it depends on the history too.
Okay.
Also the situation, because some situations, like for a Capricorn, like if you embarrass me in the public,
Right.
that's it. Like if you make a scene, Capricorns like to be in the background. Like
Right.
they don't have to be like the loudest person.
Right.
They just chill. So if you embarrass me and make a scene, then that's never.
Okay.
Don't even worry about it. But like if it's something that we can talk about, Capricorns are very practical, they're very logical. So they'll see, even though like I don't know why you feel like this or why you did this based on your emotion, I can understand that you're the type of person that has emotions. Not necessarily that we do.
That is good.
But we can understand that you have them, and let me tell you how to fix them.
Right.
You did it wrong.
Right.
Because of a strategist. What you should have did was this. So I think like the best way to get back in a Capricorn's good grace is just be consistent.
And be honest
and
with
be
whatever
honest
it is that happened.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to be honest.
Because if I find out something different, then that's it for you too.
Okay.
Because if I have to do extra work, because our minds are always working all the time.
Right.
So if I have to do extra work to confirm or whatever it is you told me, then that's just extra work for no reason. And then it gets to the point where I don't really like you like that.
Right.
To do all this work for you. So
Okay.
that's it.
That is good.
Well, I want to say something positive. It's a positive thing. Well,
I feel like all of it's positive. But go ahead.
I just think like to get back with a Capricorn, it is consistency over everything. Like you have to do what you say you're gonna do, and then you have to keep doing it because we're gonna remember that. Like we're gonna not really keep score, but keep track for our records to know. Okay, well you're making an effort. Like I can probably forgive you for this because you are trying and you're consistently coming back to apologize or to make sure that that action is changed. So if you make a change in your action and be consistent about it, then you can get back with your
Okay. That's good. Okay, so because they're the strategists, would you say that Capricorns, they're just, did I already say you guys are on top of every aspect of your life? So I didn't? Okay, so would you say that y'all are on top of every aspect of your life? It's work, home life, if you got kids or your marriage, you have everything in its rightful place and kind of, I have to do this for this. Like, do you have everything mapped out and, what do you call them? Organized.
Yes. Capricorns are very organized. They like to have their hands in everything to a routine. So routines are like our comfort zone. So if something is out of routine or something is out of place, like we're gonna notice automatically.
Okay.
So that's why you can't really like get over on the Capricorn because they're gonna notice. Like if you come home at 6:05 instead of like 6 o'clock, they're gonna be like, oh, what happened?
Right.
And just long it is, not gonna push you out. We're just gonna be like, oh.
We're gonna see, make sure that doesn't come
So the next time when you come back at 6:15, you're gonna be like, oh, okay. It's the same story, it's excuse twice as long to get back. Okay, so we can log that in too. So it's hard to get over on the Capricorn thing. Especially if you're important to them. Because they want, like they're very attached to you. Want to be like, get close to you and get used to you.
And then
they can
barriers
get very
are pulled out.
attached to you because you're like the one person out of the all 50 people that they know. You're the one person that they're really close to.
Right.
So if they see a change in you, they're gonna notice that immediately, and they'll be like, "What? Sure."
Right.
Just to make sure everything is cool.
Yeah.
So if you say something different, then they'll probably just step away from you.
Okay. So good. So they have routine in every aspect of their life, their relationship, to make sure they stay on top of it, work. So let me jump to the next thing is, they say Capricorns have a hard time balancing work and personal life. So would you say if you had would your partner need to be somehow involved in your work life, or are you able, because you're organized, to keep everything separate and good? Like what do you think about that?
I think like in my own experience, I think that work usually becomes a priority, because that's where you face a lot of the other aspects of your life on, like how much you're making, how much you're working, how much extra time you have. You face that a lot around work. So work becomes a big priority, and Capricorns are like goal oriented. So if they have something that they want to do for their job, they also want to be the best at it. So you can't really just not put a lot of effort into it. So you have to work harder, you have to be really good at it. And Capricorns really like to be the person that people come to for advice and get shown how to do things, because it validates them a little bit.
Okay.
I work really hard and now people notice and they want me to show them how to do stuff. So that becomes a priority. So in a relationship, like, they have to have a partner that has their own thing.
That has their own thing.
Also, they don't want to come home and like have to explain it to you, because they don't like to like express emotion or frustration,
Right.
and have to explain why they feel
That I'm working hard, I'm making money.
My
to
partner
come
should
home.
already know that, and they should already know that I don't really feel like talking about it. I want to do something else once I get home. Once I finally make it home, I want to do something else. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, that is good. Okay. So it's not for y'all to bad work-home life balance. Is work is important because I'm goal oriented, and that person kind of has to just understand that, or also be as ambitious as the Capricorn person and have their own goals that they're trying to attain. And there's nothing to be said about it, because that's what we're out here doing.
And it works better too if like your partner has some big goal that they want to do too. It works better because we don't have to constantly monitor each other, because we know we're at work, fine, work, it's fine.
Or if they have some kind of big goal, because and they may not be a Capricorn, because you're this big strategist, you can even help. You can even give them ideas and things like that on how to accomplish those goals.
And that makes me feel important too, like
yes,
being
because
in
you're
my
teaching.
relationship. And that's a big, like, one of the big things for a Capricorn for a relationship too. It's like you have to have a goal. Like, your partner has to be good at something and have a goal at it, because that's what attracts a Capricorn, is you have knowledge of something and you're really good at it. So that attracts a Capricorn too.
Okay, this is good. So, what I've seen is that typically Capricorns mesh well with Taurus, Virgo, Scorpio,
And I read other Capricorns too, but I was like, ew.
You said what now?
I read other Capricorns too. Like,
So what I would say about that is, because what I've learned just looking at the signs is, you're good with your same element as far as earth. You're good with other earth signs, and you're good with water signs. And just, thinking about that, of course, if you're both earth, you're both good at building, and then if you're earth and water, earth and water together, you can grow things. So either way, it's, you're building things, so that energy just kind of goes together. And I'm not to say that we can all be with anyone. I think you can learn a lot from a sign that doesn't mesh well with your own, because you're learning the nature of others. And some people are just kind of, you're here to meet them, to learn things about yourself, to make yourself better. So you can be with any sign. It's just some energies that just flow easier. And then if I'm earth and I meet this fire sign, that I'm interested in, and I have some kind of bond with, because I love this person, I know that I got to take an extra step to make sure we're aligned, because our energies don't naturally just, flow. But they're important, and I want them in my world.
And Capricorns would do that. Like, they would like submit kind of. To another. To a certain extent.
Because you still have to be in control of your.
You're not gonna mess up everything. I'll let you mess up like one or two things, but the whole thing, you can't do all that. So we'll try to meet you halfway with somebody that they really like.
So would you say though, just in your experience with friendships and dating, what signs have you went well with and not?
I would say like some of my best and worst relationships and friendships have been Cancers.
Oh, okay. I think they're one of the ones that is not a good match or something like that. But even though they're water, I wondered about that. I was like, they're water though, so I wonder what that, you know.
I think they just pull out different kind of emotions that Capricorns are like, no thank you. So
because they're very very sensitive and emotional.
And sometimes it's just like, okay, like I get you have emotions, but I mean, come on. Because Capricorns are like, not all, it don't take all of that. Just say it and then, okay, we'll fix it. Don't be like crying and all this extra stuff. Don't do all of that. But
yeah, or even like with the guys, and it's not necessarily a super crying, but like 50 Cent is a Cancer.
Yeah. He's extra.
He's very extra, and if you cross, well, he said he's changing, but if you cross him, you know, he might just really go the extreme with it. So
that's why they defend words, because I don't want you embarrassing me in the public, and I don't want you being extra. But if I like you, I'll let you be a little extra, and I'll let you do embarrassing things sometimes. If you want to go and embarrass yourself and then come back to the table or something, okay. But don't like take me with you to go be embarrassing together. That's probably not gonna happen. No.
Okay, that's good. So any other signs? So that's Cancer.
Maybe Aquarius.
Okay.
But historically that's bad for Capricorn.
And they're air.
But they're more like free. They're kind of just go with the flow kind of thing. Which would be good for a Capricorn to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Because we need a little bit of
structure.
Yeah, we need structure. So we need to make sure like we can go on a like spontaneous trip, but where and where we staying. And, like,
do we got enough money?
When we gonna come back?
Have you saved? Have you? Yeah.
I mean, like I just can't like get in the car and go.
No,
it's not gonna work. But if you tell me we're gonna go next week, then I'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's different, but you know, give me time to get it together.
Okay.
And then that's fine.
Yeah.
So that's good.
So I understand. I guess I would definitely understand that, in the fact that Aquarius people kind of don't. They like to break, I guess, the norms or the rules or whatever. So they'll go against structure when Capricorn is all about structure. So I see how that would take a little bit of extra from you both in order to kind of make sure you're aligned. Okay.
A lot of work, a lot of energy.
Okay, that makes tons of sense. So what else? Capricorn Superpowers. So I think like in us talking, we kind of just know what the Capricorn superpower is, and it's just your ability to be in strategy. Like you're the architect, you are the person that can stay true and have a lot of tenacity when it comes to a task, and not quit when everybody else may quit. That's what makes you come out on top. Just your tenacity and ability to just stick with something because you have a goal in mind. You're not letting yourself off the hook for nothing. This is my goal, I'm gonna accomplish it. As long as you're directing that in something that's gonna push you forward and not directing it in something that's gonna hold you back, you're always gonna be on top. It's your natural birthright to accomplish things. So you're just gonna do it.
And plus we can do things without the emotion of it attached. Like we are very good at turning off our emotions. So even though we might feel a way about something, we'll probably still do it if it has to be done. But we can turn our emotions off. But that's a good thing and a bad thing too, because then we can also like turn people off. So if I decide that you're hindering me and I've addressed it, and you haven't changed, or you haven't changed quickly enough, then that's it.
Okay.
And even though we're gonna get married next week, I just be like, no. And you'll be like, wait, you said you loved me last week.
Right.
Well, now I don't, because you're not right.
Right. And look, and that may be tough when it comes to, say, a Capricorn relationship, because if you're both that way, it would kind of be terrible.
Like we're just wasting time.
Right.
Both of us hate each other every Tuesday and Wednesday. And then by Friday, we're just like, well, I guess you're still here. So.
Right. And especially the turning off the emotion. If both of you have gotten mad about a situation and both of you cut your emotions off, then that can be terrible too, and be just in a relationship without any feeling, because now y'all
Capricorns get mad, the first step is removal. Like, you remove yourself from the situation. You just don't say anything and leave. But if you decide to continue the conversation after you decided that, okay, I'm gonna be quiet, I'm not gonna say nothing, I'm gonna let you have it. But then if you continue, then it's a disaster. Because then I'm gonna say everything back.
Right, that's what I heard.
All the way up to this morning.
Right.
When you got on my nerves and I told you to stop talking.
Right.
So it's gonna be a lot, and it's gonna be stuff you probably don't remember. Stuff you said you sorry for already. It's gonna be everything, and it's just gonna explode.
Okay.
So it's best to leave the camera.
Okay.
When they go and take a break.
Right. Just let them be.
Because most of the time, like, we can talk ourselves down too. So even though we're not like outwardly emotional, we also have a lot of stuff going inside, and we feel like we're the best person to talk to. So we're gonna talk ourselves down from like really going off on you. Okay. So that's why we
you're practical.
Ourselves.
You're like, okay, let me think about this.
Yeah.
And break down the facts.
The strategy of it. Like, if I really go off on you and cuss you out today, what is gonna happen to our trip next week? So am I gonna be mad at you at the trip? Am I gonna go by myself? Am I gonna be spiteful? Like,
oh my god!
Am I gonna just what's gonna happen? So then once I go through all that, and then I feel like, okay, I don't feel like driving, and I also wanna have a good time because I took up time from work, so I'm gonna be nice.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go back and be like, you know what? I felt like this. You did this.
Yeah.
Next time do this. But I'm sorry and you sorry, right?
Right.
All right.
Okay.
That's it.
And you just done diffused everything.
Exactly. Just give us a minute. Don't keep talking about it.
Right. Because then it's going to get bad.
Yeah. And then there won't be no apologizing, because you're going to remember that. Okay.
That's cool. Okay. So Aquarius, Cancer people, have you been, so any others, like I would say as far as strategy and things like that, for me, Capricorn and Scorpio, I would say, are your strategists of the entire zodiac sign. Because Capricorn, they play, and I'm gonna say this, both are chess players in life and everything. And Capricorn, they play chess by strategy. Scorpios play chess by intuition, gut feeling, because they're connected to the spiritual realm. So I would say those two signs, you know, and then given the fact they're one of would be a good sign for a Capricorn, I think it's because if you look at a Scorpio, they're always looking for, you know, power and their place in the world, and trying to constantly transform themselves to get where it is they're wanting to be. I think a Capricorn person can appreciate that. They can help ground a Scorpio, maybe because their earth, Scorpio can make, you know, water. So I would definitely say, and any Capricorn and Scorpio couple that I've seen, they're both on some power couple type stuff. Anyone that I've known, that I've encountered, they are. Have you ever had a Scorpio Capricorn relationship, or who else? Taurus and Virgo and Capricorn. Those three signs go well, just naturally.
Go well with like a Virgo type of sign.
Yeah.
That's more my speed. I don't think I met a Virgo.
The Virgos
that I like, but I mean, I don't think.
That's funny that you mentioned that, because Virgos, they're perfectionists. Like nothing is, and even for themselves, just giving them some credit is they're perfectionists, and they want themselves. They're hard on themselves just as much as they are on everyone else. So they are wanting to accomplish goals and making sure that everything is organized as well.
And we're similar, so that would turn me off if I just met you as a Virgo. I'm like, oh, you are a lot.
Yeah.
Like, you're too much.
And the thing is about them, they may be secretly like judging, unless they're vocal. They're probably criticizing your work routine, or either in my Virgo video, or even in my video for Virgos, like they're known if even if they're sitting at a dinner table and they looking at people, they looking at how they chew, that like they see everything and they can critique everything, so they have to kind of
we will be doing
reel that in. Yes, they have to kind of reel that in and kind of learn the balance.
Say it usually.
Right.
They'll just log it in. They'll just be like, oh.
Right. So, and then I think it's just understanding people. Taurus, they're all about pleasure of the five senses. They're all about the practical world and what can I see, smell, taste, touch that will be pleasing to me and my partner. They'll spoil their partner and really kind of know, what's pleasing, because that's their thing, to enjoy life, period. That's what they're rooted in this world. So that's kind of what I know about the signs that go good with Capricorn. So famous Capricorns. Let's see, Michelle Obama, like they love her. They like Michelle for president. Like she's very wise. You can tell that she, is about strategy and the way that she presents her speeches and things like that. Michelle Obama is a real good one to mention. Who else did I see? I think Tyrese is a Capricorn.
He's not. He must be like a January Capricorn. Because he's not a December Capricorn. He can't be.
It's probably, I'm not sure. There's a difference because, also you're not just your sun sign. So you're not just your sun sign. You could be a different moon sign. Maybe he has an emotional moon.
He got a different moon.
Different rising sign. It could be, a bunch of different things. Like people show other characteristics as well. LeBron James is kind of, in basketball now being known as one of the greatest out there and like still going. And also not just his basketball ability, but the things that he's doing outside of the court as well. He comes from super humble beginnings, fought his way up to now making tons of money. He's business minded when it comes to signing his contracts and knowing that I need to be paid what I'm worth. He definitely does that, and then he's going back to his hometown, opening schools for the same kids who had the same beginnings as them, to give them a better shot in the world. Opening a school. He's also going to pay for these kids' tuitions in college. So I would definitely think he's very much notable when it comes to the Capricorn. Stan Lee. And I'm gonna say this because I love me some Marvel comic books. I love all the Marvel movies, and just whenever the comic books and stuff was created, just look at how far the legacy of the comic books have come, and how much powerhouse money they are making right now from the hard work that he's put in there, and the exposure and the business mind that he put into the Marvel comic books. Yes.
And that's important to a Capricorn too, because they're always thinking about future, history, what's left, what comes after this. So that's very important to a Capricorn too, to make sure that they are setting a good example, make sure they're changing the lives of the people that they love. So that's a very good example too.
definitely. Martin Luther King was a Capricorn. And you know, definitely his legacy is marked in you know, the history of the United States right now, and all of his word. I mean, the kids are still even now learning his "I Have a Dream" speech, and just how much, I guess, equality and things have come, which it still has a long road to go, and whether people agree with his methods or not, his legacy is still just continuing on, and it still has been an important role that he's played in Black history. But yeah, those are some really good Capricorns that we called out. Do you know any more famous ones? Jim Carrey. I will have to know the rest of his sign too, because he's so out there.
Different.
Yeah.
Different.
Yes, Denzel Washington, I would definitely give him Capricorn.
He seems like a standard issue Capricorn.
He does. They have a certain look about them. Look of strategy. Really have a
focus.
Look. Yes.
You're focused on what you're doing, so you're not bringing your full personality sometimes. You're just really focused on the task at hand.
Right.
But you can be like very fun and bubbly and light, but not to everybody.
Right.
Because you have like things to do.
Right. Yeah. So I think that was good. We called out your superpower. Some famous ones, some famous Capricorns. We called out the signs that you really mesh well together with. Some signs that I see you weren't really compatible with.
That we do. Signs that I don't.
Yeah. Signs that you don't. I also hear Aries and Libra are not compatible signs, only because Aries are viewed as selfish and Libras are viewed as too much into others. Yeah. So I guess they don't like if you're extremely selfish, or if you're extremely, you know,
if you care too much about what other people
think.
That is the worst, most annoying thing ever.
Right.
Even though I'm like quietly judging Capricorn, still. Be taking note of that too.
Right. So but I would even say, even for a Capricorn, if they're known, or I would say for everybody, to take a look at all your signs on these videos, just to get a better understanding of, hey, even though I may think this about these people, let me get a little bit, you know, more understanding into who they are. Because I would even say, just for me, because I'm an Aries, I'm a little bit kind of a different Aries. You know, I'm not the typical one. I'm gonna do an Aries video, but I don't know if I'm gonna do them quite justice. But just like for Capricorn took a look at the Aries video, kind of just to see that they may seem selfish, but it may not be. Because I would say for me, I'm definitely selfless, but I can be in my head on, oh, I got this goal, I need to do this, this, and this, and kind of just really be focused on that, and not even, you know, aware, I guess, of my surroundings at that time. It's more of, I'm just focusing on this checklist that I got in my head. But I think if people just kind of take a look at what, you know, the inner workings of other people, they will kind of understand where they're coming from. Even an Aries, if they're not compatible with a Capricorn, look at this video and just kind of see where they're coming from as well.
That would be a good idea for a Capricorn, because Capricorns also don't like to talk about their feelings, and if you talk too much about your feelings, they're going to be like, next subject.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I understand, I get what you're saying, but I don't want to talk about it.
Right.
So it's hard to kind of connect with a Capricorn too if you're very emotional, because they're going to kind of shut you off.
Right.
Or kind of move the topic to something else. So that's good to think about too.
So yes, that would be good for a Capricorn. And also someone looking at a Capricorn and say, hey, let me balance this. I don't want to give them too much. Show them just a little for them to, you know, be.
I love you.
Yeah.
Let's relax.
Yeah. Okay, so I think this was really, really good. We gave really, really good insight into Capricorn. So I appreciate you doing this video. And and then we're not gonna do sorry guys, Mercy's just so dope, she's so focused on her goals that there is no social media that you're gonna be keeping in touch with her with. So sorry.
Don't worry.
But thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.